Hello, and welcome to another episode of Coach on the Couch with me, Catherine Chapman. And today I am lucky enough to have my husband Mark Chapman on the couch with me. Welcome. Actually, he's the only person I can have on the couch with me at the moment because at the time of recording, we are in the middle of lockdown, so no one else is allowed on the couch with me.
Nope.
So, hey ho, it's lucky that I wanted to pick your brains anyway.
It's lucky I'm here, isn't it?
It is lucky. It's really lucky he's here. Mark has always been really interested in fitness, and at 26 he decided to make this his career. So after 2 decades of experience now, taking him through working in the gyms, I just heard him gasp, working in the gyms, managing a team at the very prestigious Holmes Place, creating Bodyworks personal training up in London, and then bringing it down with us to sunny Whitstable and training in our studio here. This is where we've landed up and brought us to here. So, my first question to you, I'm really looking forward to picking his brains today, is what are your key factors about training at the moment that you incorporate with your people that you're training and that you want to get across to your followers or potential clients?
Well, I think it starts with goal setting and having a goal and being driven towards that goal. So that's very important. Because if you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're going.
Don't know where you're going.
Sometimes your goal, if you on the outside, let's just say it's weight loss, could come from something much deeper, like emotion, confidence. So it's not always about what initially comes out from a client. Dig a bit deeper and you usually find something that's a bit stronger to work with to help them to stay on track.
Oh, so I think this probably segues us nicely into my next question. You'll have to excuse me looking down because all my notes are down here. And from my point of view, Mark's superpower is...
Ooh!
I know.
I didn't know I had one of those.
You have a superpower. is that it's not only his really insanely substantial knowledge of your physical body. It's ridiculous. I mean, I've done this twice now. I did my anatomy and physiology and my nursing. I did my anatomy and physiology with my Pilates. His is astonishingly brilliant. I'm going to go better than mine. So to be able to incorporate that then with the mindset stuff that he's just been talking about, and he talks lots and lots about the central nervous system. So can you tell us a little bit about your mindset work and the central nervous system playing a part in your training?
Yeah, the mindset work, going back to the goal setting, is important for me and what I do because it's about finding the behaviours that people are doing at the moment and how that isn't contributing to a healthy lifestyle, and then try and help them to work out what does contribute. And that's through them working on themselves, through mindset, homework. Give them homework.
Homework?
So habits, willpower, self-beliefs, or more so non-belief in yourself, and the power of motivation. But motivation has to come from yourself. So it's all very well if I stand there going, come on, do 10 more, or 1 more, or 5 more, or do this or do that. But if I'm not there, someone's not going to do what they need to do. So they have to learn ways, coping mechanisms, strategies to be able to take that away and do it themselves.
Fantastic.
So that's where the mindset stuff comes into it.
And you talk lots about the central nervous system.
I talk some about the central nervous system in relation to range of motion and stretching and the when people talk about having tight, short muscles and things like that. So I talk about the nervous system.
Don't hold back on us. Don't hold back on us. Go on. They can take it.
And how your central nervous system is the controlling factor in how far, if I put my arm there, if my arm can only go that far but I've got no other reason for it not to go any further, it's my central nervous system sending signals to my muscles to stop there. So the way around that is, as a hack if you like, is to have external targets. So I would have something on the wall and I would just keep reaching up for it, gradually trying to just go a bit further, but trying to distract my mind by doing something else. So maybe a lunge in this direction whilst trying to get my arm back up there. And you soon find that that opens up even more. And that's a little trick on the nervous system to accept it. That's like saying, no, this is okay, this is okay. Oh, actually, you can go a bit further. You can go a bit further. You're not breaking. And it's about that.
It's so interesting. It's really interesting. Mark is always not trying to challenge, but it's always looking to base all of his practice with the research, with the latest research that's out and about, and not just continuing with what's always been done. So it is always very interesting in our house to have these conversations about what do you think this and what do you think that, and just challenging, and for us as well, the things that we've always done just because we've always done them, and challenging those beliefs. So it's always lively debate, especially when we throw Pilates into the
plates. Forget throw plates
into the mix. Thank you very, very much. So, where do you see the future of fitness going?
I think it's going to be more towards group exercise in a lot of respect. Not so much sports and teams, but group training. CrossFit is more popular than ever. I'm not going to say it's the best thing to do, because it's a very individual thing. So for a lot of people, personal training and one-to-one is going to be the best thing to do, and for others it's going to be group exercise. But I think there's more movement on the group exercise.
And in this current climate, there's lots more going online.
There's tons of stuff online. You can get tons of free stuff if you want out there, and you can pay for it if you want. It all depends how and what you're looking for, and how much value you want to get out of it. I mean, you can do Joe Wicks every single day, but you're not going to have him telling you that you could go a little bit further in your lunge, or you could go deeper, or your range in your shoulder could be improved by reaching. You're just not going to have that. But if you had something a bit more personalised,
yes, absolutely, yeah, that's what it would be.
Then you would be geared that way if your goal was for that.
Yeah, fantastic.
Whereas the free stuff, there is some goal specific stuff, but it's still not individual specific.
Yeah, absolutely. But really pleased with how all the online training is working for our personal training, for our groups. It's really, really working very well, isn't it, at the moment, which is really exciting.
It's going very well.
Fantastic. And as you guys may or may not know, with every person that I come to sit on my couch or share my screen with the vlog, I try and steal a little snippet for especially for my Vitality Room members, and today is no exception. Mark and I have recorded a 3 video fitness series, and just for your sheer entertainment, if you want to watch it, Mark is the trainer and I'm actually going through the training. So if you ever feel like you want to just get me back for all the training that I've ever done for you, you can come, you can just join just for that. So there's 3 of those. And it's very much, again, Mark and I were talking about this last night. It was very much about keeping fitness simple, keeping it real, keeping it about, Mark's very much about keeping the exercises like real life movement. Do you want to keep going with that.
So you're talking about functional movement, and you're talking about functional training, however you want to take the term and interpret the term. But it's basically towards, and again, it's goal dependent, taking somebody and making their life better through mindset and movement. So if someone struggles to do daily functional things, walking up the stairs or even reaching something from the top shelf, that is something that's going to be functional training specific.
And it just shows you that it can be incorporated into everything. So we're not just training for triathlons or marathons, we're just training for life. This isn't like, you know, tunnel vision, we're just going to train for this and then we're going to stop. This is for overall mobility, and everything in between. I thought you were going to say something then. No.
So most of my clients are those kind of people who are trying to stay fit, stay healthy, strong in the mindset, and there's a couple of sport specific in there, but they're not. I don't train full-on sports athletes, sports people, but at the moment. But if there was someone, then it would, again, it's down to specificity of exercise and goal for them and individualized exercise. So not everyone gets trained the same. So if I had an elite long jumper, then someone who isn't a long jumper, I'm not going to give them those particular exercises at that kind of intensity. There might be a couple of those exercises at a very low intensity, more of a functional based intensity. A day-to-day for them, walking up the stairs, for instance.
Really interesting. Again, that's just reminded me of another conversation that we had the other day about when a client comes to you with a specific problem, and you look at them and decide, or we look at them and decide, actually, this is not what you need this, and end up fixing something that they didn't even consider was broken in the first place, which is clearly not what we do. It does get done, but
that has been in the fitness industry for years, and there have even been specific courses that were telling people to do that. I won't mention any of them, but it has been in the past where if you had a personal trainer, they would go, right, let's do a set. So you went to a personal trainer to try and let's just say you wanted to, the general goal, I want to lose a bit of weight. For whatever other reason, going deeper into it, could be emotional, like I said before. But you then go, okay, well, let's first of all sort those shoulders out. Let's first of all...
I feel like you should sit up then.
And I noticed you, as you were walking in to come and see me today, your knees were knocking together. That's an imbalance. You're wrong. Your body's in the wrong position. Let's fix. When they didn't even come for any of that. It might be that some of that stuff balances itself out, but that's how it used to be done. It still does with some people, but that's not really the way it should be done.
Much more personal now, and much more about individual goals.
There are top sports people. Who's the top 100-meter runner at the moment? Usain Bolt. He's the fastest runner in the world, and he has scoliosis.
So it just shows you there really are no excuses.
And if you tried to fix him, would that make him faster, or would it make him slower?
You wouldn't want to be the person that got that decision wrong, would you?
The chances are he is what he is at that speed, at that sport that he does, and he just trains hard, doing what he does with the body he's got.
Yeah, very, very interesting. And I've been greedy, and I've stolen more of Mark's work to put into Vitality Rooms.
Have you?
He, like you said, he gives out homework for his clients with regards to mindset and goal setting. So there is going to be some PDFs in there to help with your planning of your goals and for your mindset, and to monitor and track that as you go along. So those are all in there as well. So thanks for letting me steal those off your computer.
That's all right. That's all right.
So if you've got any questions ever for with regards to fitness, always send them my direction as well. You can go on to Mark's Bodyworks PT page or website, obviously, and he will be there to answer any queries and questions that you have. But just because they are not Pilates based, I have him on tap, and I get to crack his head open and
Yeah.
find out what's inside very
Catherine
frequently.
cut my hair, by the way.
It looks good, doesn't it?
COVID haircut.
Yeah, no, I'm going to stick to health and fitness, I think, and probably not go on to hairdressing.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right then. Well, thank you very, very much for letting me pick your brains. I hope that you enjoyed this and that you got some benefit from this. As always, happy to receive your comments and questions, and if you are interested in the Vitality Rooms, do get in contact, and I can let you have information about that as well. But until we see you again, bye bye.
Bye bye.